haters can eat my ass, mostly. Yeah, it tastes good. I love hip hop, obviously. I think I could always tell, when the lyrics were real, when they were rapping about their experiences. I could always tell. So it's always funny to me. I created a monster. No one wants to see my. It's fun stuff for teenager. It's cool stuff. I'm just playing shady. But versus, you know, I woke up in the days really tripping on God, wondering why it didn't fuck me. I won't spare him the rod. Stem is stuffed and saturated with the color response. Pack my shit up half a click to make him hit pause, and I swear on God and on land, if children weren't there, he'd have left in a bag. If I see him in a dream, I'ma bury the hatchet in his skull-eyes brains to the gas and I match it. I don't know. That happened, I was there with the guy. So I do think as an artist, you have to put yourself out there, have experiences that, you know, make you scared shitless. If that's what's, it takes for you to feel something, for you to connect with the, primal nature of who you are as an artist. So yeah, and without going crazy, you know. Otherwise, anybody can do that. Marsh screamed in anger, demanding the truth. But Ellen had spoken it. The deaths of the others meant that they had run out of atium. His men had fought until it was gone, as Ellen had commanded, burning away every last bit. The body of a god, the power of a god. Helen had held it for a moment. More importantly, he had destroyed it. Hopefully, that would keep his people safe. It's up to you now, Vin, he thought, still feeling the peace of her touch upon his soul. I've done what I can. He smiled at Marsh again defiantly as the Inquisitor raised his axe. The axe took off Ellen's head. Ruin raged and thrashed about, furious and destructive. Vin just sat quietly, watching Ellen's headless body slump into the pile of blue corpses. How do you like that? Ruin screamed. I killed him. I ruined everything you love. I took it from you. Vin floated above Ellen's body, looking down. She reached out with incorporeal fingers, touching his head, remembering how it had felt to use her power to fuel his allemancy. She didn't know what she had done. Something perhaps akin to what Ruin did when it controlled the Koloss, but opposite, liberating, serene. Ellen was dead. She knew that. She knew that there was nothing she could do. That brought pain, true, but not the pain she had expected. I let him go long ago, she thought, stroking his face. At the well of ascension, Alamancy brought him back to me for a time. She didn't feel the pain or terror that she had known before when she had thought him dead. Now she felt only peace. These last few years had been a blessing, an extension. She'd given Ellen up to be his own man, to risk himself as he wished, and perhaps to die. She would always love him, but she would not cease to function because he was gone. The contrary, perhaps. Ruin floated directly above her, throwing down insults, telling her how it would kill the others: Sazed, Breeze, Ham, Spook. So few left of the original crew, she thought. Kelsier dead so long ago. Doxon and Clubs killed at the Battle of Luthadel. Yedden. So few left of the original crew, she thought. Kelsier dead so long ago. Doxon and Clubs killed at the Battle of Luthadel. Yedden dead with his soldiers. One sailor taken at Zane's command. Marsh fallen to become an inquisitor. And the others who joined us, now gone as well. Tindwyl, Tensoon, Elend. Did Ruin think she would let their sacrifices be for nothing? She rose, gathering her power. She forced it against the power of Ruin, as she had the other times. Yet this time was different. When Ruin pushed back, she didn't retreat. She didn't preserve herself. She drove onward. The confrontation made her divine body tremble in pain. It was the pain of cold and hot meeting, the pain of two rocks being smashed together and ground to dust. Their forms undulated and rippled in a tempest of power. And Vin drove on. Preservation could never destroy you, she thought, almost screaming against the agony. He could only protect. That was why he needed to create humankind all along. Ruin, this was part of his plan. He didn't give up part of himself, making himself weaker, simply so that he could create intelligent life. He knew he needed something of both preservation and ruin, something that could both protect and destroy, something that could destroy to protect. He gave up his power at the well and into the mists, giving it to us so that we could take it. He always intended this to happen. You think this was your plan? It was his all along. Ruin cried out. Still she drove on. You created the thing that can kill you, Ruin, Vin said. And you just made one huge final mistake. You shouldn't have killed Ellen. You see, he was the only reason I had left to live. She didn't shy back. Though the conflict of opposites ripped her apart, Ruin screamed in terror as the force of her power completely melted with Ruin's. Her consciousness, now integrated and saturated with preservation, moved to touch that of Ruin. Neither would yield, and with a surge of power, Vin bade farewell to the world, then pulled Ruin into the abyss with her. Their two minds puffed away like mist under a hot sun. Once Finn died, the end came quickly.